everybody. Just want to make a video talking about how, like, there's no real way of finding out what the 100% full truth of everything is. If that's a topic you care about. And our only source of news, really, is the truther channels on YouTube and BitChute and stuff like that. But on YouTube, it's just shills. And BitChute's mostly shills, too. Like, it's shills like calling out other shills for being shills, and then when they get called out for being a shill, they get super salty when they know deep down they are a shill. And they give us truth mixed with lies, and they're all saying different things to confuse us. There's no real way of knowing what the truth is. It's very frustrating, and it's like I know I'm being lied to, and it's easy to see that I'm being lied to, and most people can't even see that, even though I think it's very obvious. Like, it's obvious to see, like, the CV is not killing people left and right, and it's obvious to see that we're not in a galaxy moving 1,300,000 miles per hour. You know, like things like that. It's just like easy things to see that most people can't see, and they get mad when you bring it up. Um, it's like what is this? Like, what is this life, man? And why can't I find like just one woman that knows this stuff? Just one woman. It's not like what, like, there are billions of women in the world. I can't find one. I know I live in a secular area, but I'm here. Can't find one. It's very frustrating. I trust God with it totally, so I know it's not the right time yet, but it's just like I want to like I want to move on. I'm 30. I want to meet a woman. I've never fallen in love in my life, which is good, obviously, that I didn't like develop strong feelings for a woman and then I get dumped or anything like that. But I mean, I've had strong crushes before and then didn't end up dating any of them, either because they were off limits or because they weren't right for me. You know, like those types of situations that were like they were already taken or something, or like, yeah, so like I wasn't able to date them. So, you know, but I've never actually met a woman that I've like fully vibed with, that like that knows the truth about things, like a Christian truther, knows the Bible says we're not being raptured before the tribulation starts. It says the abomination of desolation has to happen first. I don't know what the full model of Earth and the heavens is. I have seen the model where dome, flashlight going around it creates the day-night cycles. It works. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know what the official model is. I don't know what the official map is. I know it's not a spinning ball going 66,000 miles per hour around the sun. No. We'd feel something. We'd feel motion sickness and turbulence. If you feel it in a plane, a car, amusement park ride, you'd feel it here. You'd feel nothing. Water always finds its level. But they say except the ocean, which is curved. If you zoom in on the horizon, you bring more of the ocean into view, so it's not a curve. It's like not that hard. It's really not that hard. You wouldn't see the Chicago skyline. You wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, but my point is, we're being lied to. I don't know who, like, I have no other source of news. So I'm subscribed on YouTube to some of the shills because I've got no other source of information or news. I'm not gonna watch like Fox News and Newsmax because they promote the fake news too. They just put like a conservative spin on it, um, and then do I even have to explain the other ones like CNN or MSNBC? Like, and these people, they're watching like these wicked sellouts like Stephen Colbert, or like He's like that shout nasty things against people like me, saying how dumb we are. Stephen Colbert on his old show, I know he was mocking like conservatives and stuff. Like I get it, he was mocking like Christians in a way, I guess. Although he says he's Catholic, but I mean that's not a Christian. But he's like that character he played on the Colbert Report. Not obviously not. I didn't agree with everything he said, even on that show. But he said more true things and was like a smarter person in his mockery character he was playing. And the current character he's playing is very nasty, major truth hater. His job is to make people think like I'm stupid. People like me are really stupid and dumb, and we're nuts. Um, that's just one example. That's just one show. And I've never made it through a full episode of his current show. I don't even know if I've made it through a full monologue or interview or anything on that show. I can't even watch it. I don't even know who the real Stephen Colbert is. I hope he's playing a fake character right now again. I hope. Who's my future wife, man? Like, where is she? I'm 30. How do I meet this woman? You might say, oh, go to church. The churches are, they're not allowed to promote the agendas. Not promote, I'm sorry. They do promote the agendas. They do promote the agendas. They're not allowed to expose the agendas. There we go. They're not allowed to expose the agendas. They promote some agendas. There are two churches that I've been to. I mean, I've been to more than two, but there were two specifically that, like, one was the main church I went to for 12 years. From 1999 to 2011. Ages 7 to 19. And I went to the school there for 5 years. And that church, I had a lot of memories there. There were some bad apples there, though. A lot of nice people I met. Some bad apples. Some people, since then, have gone the wrong way, went in the wrong direction, caved to the agendas. But that church, I've seen them lie saying Judah's a rapist. It was consensual. I've talked about this already on my channel. I don't know. It doesn't have that many views, but I don't care about that. I just, whoever watches it, watches it. I'm not trying to go viral. I've already explained that too in a video. But they basically, sorry, my leg's itchy. All right. They one time brought up the New World Order in a sermon, but they weren't allowed to actually. They said, oh, like the Berlin Wall came down, and that people were saying it was a New World Order, because obviously people get overhyped every time anything happens, but like back then they actually thought that, like, just because of one wall falling, people get overhyped over anything. But the New World Order is something that, like, he said it, but he wasn't allowed to go farther than that and explain, like, what it actually is. Like, oh, they thought it was a New World Order of peace, and then he just left it there. Instead of saying, like, oh, the world peace thing is going to be a scam that they use to get everybody to submit to the one world government and religion, and to make us think that it's not me, but, like, if you're awake, not you either, or if you're saved. But they're going to get the world to think that, like, we're all, like, we all need to cooperate with world peace, with the Antichrist, or else, like, we're a threat. Because it's going to be, like, a lot of things going on at once. It's going to be, like worldwide, like, it's going to be, I don't know if World War III is going to be happening. I don't know about, like, it could be, like, aliens that they fake, or whatever. Real aliens or demons, but they're going to fake something. What's that lady, Dr., what was her name? I forgot her name. Dr. Rosin something. She said it was a lie. Openly said in an interview, it's going to be a lie. It was like Dr. something Rosin. I forgot. I know exactly what she looks like, but she had, like, the white hair. Okay. Anyway, A top alienologist in the 70s said that aliens are demons. I've said this before too. I'm just repeating myself. Everything I'm saying right now is probably stuff I've already said before, that nobody really watched. But it's alright. I don't care. I make these videos for me, just to vent and say whatever I feel like saying. But yeah, it's at church, like, they weren't allowed to talk about that. They promoted I said this already too about them, that they promoted the CV restrictions on the news on NBC. People were like, "Oh, look, they're on the news." I'm like, "Oh no, they're on the news." This is way after I left, but I was like, "Thank you for pulling me out of there. Thank you." Sellouts. And all these people, they migrated to this other church. So I left in 2011. By 2012, I was invited to this other church. It's the same people, not the like at the top, but like the congregation was the same people, but they migrated to this church, this new one. I was like, it's the same douchey people in the congregation. Not all of them. I mean, there are nice people there too, but I'm like, why are all you people here? What happened to the other church? Like, I left the other church too, but this church isn't better. I could go on and give you more details. It would take forever. I just like, I might have already talked about it in another video. I think I did, but I didn't even tell you everything. I was wearing a hoodie when I went, with my hood up, and I regret it now. Like, I mean, I wouldn't wear that now, but this is 2012. I was, I probably didn't shower and just like wanted to put my hood. I slept over someone's house. I guess I didn't bring a change of clothes. I think that's what happened. And like, there were people that I knew that were there, and they were like laughing at me and making fun of me during worship, like when they were singing to God, worshiping God. I was like, you're making fun of somebody during worship? This was in 2012. A few of them surprised me, because I thought like they were nice. One of them I knew wasn't, but they're like, I don't know, there were douchey people like that at the first church too, and they were from the first church. But I mean, like, it was a long time ago. I'm not like holding grudges, but I was just like, man, people only care about like your image or like what your job is at church when you talk to them. People only care about the same stupid thing as everybody else in the world. They care about worldly things. Just like everyone else. I should be able to go to a church and meet a bunch of people that agree that we're being lied to about everything, know what the agendas are. They should at least be open to it, But even if they didn't research all of it, well, now I think it's really obvious to know how much we've been lied to about at this point. After all the stuff that's happened lately, like even in 2017, I remember walking around freely, like where I was in a bad phase in my life, and I was like, I had to go out and get walks and stuff. Not that I had to, but I did it for me, like. And I was walking and seeing how free everybody was, and it was a peaceful spring day. And I remember thinking to myself, this isn't going to last. Because I knew who ran the world at that point. And I was like, they're going to do something. It ended up being, in 2020. But it was multiple things. But I knew it. Like, I knew something was coming. I sensed it. I didn't know how exactly they were going to do it. I didn't know it was going to be virus, but I did know like something was on the I felt it. I felt like this isn't going to last. This can't last. Knowing like what it says in biblical prophecy, and it also says in biblical prophecy, I'm pretty sure it said that in the last days that like people are going to like they're going to look to false prophets. They're going to choose to listen to them and like to hear what they want to hear. And that's something that's always been happening, even in the days of Jeremiah. But he was alone. God was with him, but like he was outnumbered. I talked about that too. I mean, it's crazy what Jeremiah went through back then. People chose to listen to the false prophets instead of Jeremiah, a real prophet, because the false prophets were saying what the Israelites, the wicked Israelites back then wanted to hear. And Jeremiah was giving them a doom and gloom message, which was actually a warning from God, telling them to turn from their wicked ways. He said something like, because you're worshiping false idols, and you turned away from God, not me. You're gonna be in a land where like you don't even speak their language, and he said something like that. I know I didn't say it right, but it was the Babylonians. They invaded and took them into captivity. That was the Israelites' punishment by God. Because you were worshiping these false idols, these strange idols, strange to God, you will be in a land where they speak a strange language that you don't know. They will take you into captivity. I know I probably butchered that, sorry, but it was something like that. And they were doing other wicked things too. They were all like sleeping with each other's wives and stuff. Like, they were all cheating. Doing fornication type stuff, adultery, They were partying and doing all that stuff that Jeremiah did not participate in. He would stay home alone while they were doing that. He didn't participate with the worldly things they were doing. And the false prophets told the people not to listen to Jeremiah's warning, and they were like, no, don't listen to him. They beat Jeremiah, beat him with rods, right? They put him in prison overnight. The Israelites put Jeremiah's name in songs, making fun of him. But Jeremiah said it'd be better if he was never born, because he was going through that persecution and he was outnumbered. The people in his surroundings, they all hated him, even though he was the prophet of God. He was the only one. He was like the only one there, pretty much, for the most part. He was alone. He was outnumbered, very outnumbered. A lot of people can't handle that. And Jeremiah felt like he couldn't even handle it. There's no good church here. I should be able to go to a church here and just be like, oh, look, all these Christian truthers are here. But that's not the way it is. That's like rare to find. I might be able to go to a church and find, I don't know how, should I just like go to a church one Sunday and ask around like, hey, like, are you guys, like, what do you guys think of these topics? Do I have to do that? That's something I might have to resort to that. I might have to go to like some church here and just like start asking around, because I don't feel comfortable going to churches anymore because of bad experiences I've had. I didn't tell you all of them in this video. I think I've talked about them in other videos here, but I didn't tell you every single story. But I don't even, like, I'm trying to think, like, yeah, like I've left like every church I've ever been to. Not that I hate all of them. I dealt with annoying people at all of them. I met a lot of nice people too that I would love to see again. But a lot of people, and then there are people that move. Life happens. Things change over time. It's always the way it is. But I don't know what to do with the future wife situation too. Like, it's whole of this. I don't know. Should I just like go to a church and start asking people stuff like, hey, like, do you think we're being lied to about everything? Like, it's a weird way to start a conversation, but I mean, like, how do I do this? A lot of people went the wrong way. Things were getting worse and people caved. People that used to be like really nice and really Christian, they left. Or they still identify as Christian, but they're like SJWs and they're not very nice anymore. But yeah, things have changed for the worse. But it'll be easier like a good thing is it'll be easier to pick out who my future wife is. It like narrows it down, like seeing who's not my future wife. So there's that. So she might be easier to spot, but I don't know how to find her. I don't know where to find her. I talked about this with one of my friends. I'm like, where is this? Like, I don't even know how to meet her. Like, talking to her would be easy once I do meet her, but like, I found out who she is. But the hard part's like starting. Like, how do I find her and how do I start talking to her? Like, whoever she is. Like, I don't know how to do that right now. And I see people that agree with me, like on the internet in the comments and stuff, but they're strangers. So and it's kind of like I would want it to be someone like in my area that lives near me. Jackie, it's one of my cats, but I don't know. My future wife's someone that's out there. I don't know who she is, but I've said this in other videos too. I don't know how to find her. I really don't know. I don't live like in an area where it's like, oh, I can just go to this Christian truther event and then meet her there. It's not like that. It's not like that here. Fortunately, it's very frustrating. I'm looking for just one woman, that's it. Just one. Just one woman. One. It's like a Where's Waldo type thing, but harder. A lot harder. That's like how I feel. It's like I can't find Waldo. I mean, a woman, obviously, but. Oh, and did you hear about Velma? Yay! Finally! Do you know what I'm talking about? Scooby-Doo. They revealed about Velma recently. And James Gunn was like, I wanted to make Velma not into dudes. But the studio, like, wasn't having it at the time. And then people were like, finally, Velma's revealed to be you know what. Yay. That's how people are nowadays. It's so exciting, finally, in a kid's show, they're revealing this. Scooby-Doo already got inappropriate with Shaggy and Velma. I wasn't even watching it anymore at that point. Obviously, I was an adult, but I saw like they showed it at Six Flags one time when I was waiting online for a ride with my friend, and we were like, "What the?" But yeah, kids have a lot to watch now, right? A lot of good stuff. Boy, 2022. What a great time to be alive. I don't even want to end the video. I want to keep talking, man. I got a lot on my mind, but according to the truthers, Joe Biden's going to die any day now, and Kamala Harris is going to take her spot. I have no idea if that's going to come true, but I mean, Gerald Ford did say that he predicted that's how it was going to happen. So, first woman president, 33 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yep, that number of years ago. I don't know. We'll see. Allegedly, I think it's October 1989. That's what I heard. I didn't actually do the full research. Sorry, I don't know. If you know, you can let me know. If you ever see this, if anybody ever sees this. Life in 2022. Does it get better than this? Okay. I don't know. Yeah, like truther channels, shills everywhere. Truth mixed with lies, calling each other out, getting salty when they get called out. I can't anymore, man. Like there's like the real channels got taken down. The real truthers. YouTube got rid of them. Can't find them in my history anymore in the channels that helped wake me up that were like not the shills, because the YouTube got rid of it. Of course they did. Yeah, of course, because the most evil people in the world are the most powerful people in the world, and they control sites like this one. They don't really care about my channel because it's really small. But yay, Velma. James Gunn, the guy that made the creepy PEDO jokes on Twitter, is the same guy that was like, oh, Velma, I was gonna make her that, but they didn't let me. I grew up with those Scooby-Doo movies, too. I grew up with those. I have a lot of memories with that. And the shows, obviously, like the old ones. Like when they met Batman and Robin and they versed the Joker and the Penguin, remember that? Twice. And the Game Boy Color game, I played that. It was based on one of the episodes. Yeah, I loved Scooby-Doo, but they ruined it. I think this is my longest video. I think it is. I thought I was going to make a short one. I made my longest video. Look at Monstro on my shirt. Okay, but anyway, and I missed that. I missed like when I was a kid in middle school, I could just play a Kingdom Hearts game and like be happy, but it's not like that anymore. What video games do I want? Sorry for my attitude right now. There's Sonic Frontiers. There's Need for Speed Unbound. There's Wild Hearts. Actually, we'll see. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Kingdom Hearts 4. What's Final Fantasy IX remake gonna be? Not announced yet. Unless it got canceled. There's some small studio that they said was making these Final Fantasy remakes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. What is going on with video games? I don't even know what console I'm getting because Kingdom Hearts 4... This is like a whole nother video. It's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Alright. Kingdom Hearts 4 didn't announce platforms. Okay. Totally different topic. Has nothing to do with the video. I just randomly started talking about video games at the end. Okay. Velma! Yay! Hooray! Let's throw a party for Velma! Let's not. I remember people trash talking the older Scooby-Doo movies. It's like in Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, she liked a male character. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Talking about James Gunn, the writer. The Marvel guy. Creepy jokes on Twitter, that guy. Disney pretended to fire him and then they brought him back when the story died down. That James Gunn, that guy. Executive producer on those last two Avengers movies. I don't know how many others, but Obviously, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the NASA propaganda movies. Um, Actually, all the Marvel movies are pretty much, right, for the most part, and other agendas too. Yeah, whatever, man. I'm like right now. Oh man, I went past a half hour. Wow, this is my longest video. I thought this was gonna be short. I'm tired, but I had a lot to say apparently. Yay, Velma! Look how enthusiastic I am. Look how excited this is. Look how excited I am. Look how happy I am. Look at this. Does it end? Ever? James Gunn wanted Scooby-Doo 3 to be revealed that Shaggy and Scooby are the villains. They're unmasked as the villains for having narrow belief systems. Aren't you so sad this movie wasn't made? Look how sad I am that it wasn't made. I'm in tears that they didn't make that. I don't know if he was joking or not, but it wasn't funny if it was a joke. People trash talked Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed when it came out, and I know it could have been better, but like I missed that compared to now. And I thought the second one was actually a little disappointing. I mean, I liked it, but it was like not. The first one I thought was better, even though there were a couple inappropriate jokes in there. Oh, and that ritual at the end, and the climax of the movie with them singing creepy hymns to the when the sacrifice is about to happen, and there was like a pyramid and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, this is all like that thing in California, the Bohemian Grove ritual, the cremation of care ceremony. That's what it was similar to. When I was a kid, I didn't even notice. I didn't know what that was. That's where they get this stuff from. They revealed the truth in plain sight, like right to our faces. It enhances when they really do it. That's where they got that ritual from. Some creepy, like, secret ritual. And that movie was underground. The Bohemian Grove one's not. It's not underground, but it's in a private place of whatever that place is. I mean, it's like it's a really creepy, like, foresty area in Northern California. But it's where the elites meet to plan how they're going to destroy all of us because they hate our guts. They're unleashing all their plans right now on us, and it's working. Isn't that great? The most powerful people in the world are the most evil people in the world. Isn't that awesome? That's just great. We're trapped in this world. We're trapped in this truth-hating world. I'm surrounded by truth haters that love lies. They love lies. Even the Christians, they follow they have like these televangelists that were like controlled opposition, and they promote lies and false prophecies and stuff like that. They and the agendas, they have these cult like followers that call themselves Christian. And if you show them that they said something that's not what the Bible says, they'll say to me, like, oh, you just didn't hear them like, you didn't hear them correctly, or they'll blame me like it was my fault, like I didn't hear it right when I did. They can't fathom that their cult leader is a liar and is a fraud and a false prophet and a Pharisee. They just can't wrap their head around it. They'll be like, oh, they did their crusades, or like they did this and that, and like yeah, they have when you have a lot of money, you can do stuff like that, and then you make a lot of money when you do those things. But they're not gonna listen to me because I don't have that kind of money. I do like this what I'm doing right now, but nobody watches it, nobody cares. Maybe like small number of people, but wow, I did not think I was gonna talk this long. Where's my future wife? Like, where is she? How do I find her? in this world. You may say, oh, you gotta go talk to people more. Probably. You gotta go out more, find people. I don't know where to go. I really don't know. That's my problem. I'm too scared to go to church. I had too many bad memories. It's like, it's not. I'm not feeling it. The church. They're not good. They're sellouts. They're 501c3 tax exempt sellouts. They're not allowed to talk about the agendas like I just explained. They're just cliques. They move from one church to another church to like wherever the herd goes. They're not seeking the truth. Some of them are. Most of them aren't. Most of them are frauds. Following all the agendas. I don't know anymore, people. I'm just here. I'm just going with the flow. I'm floating around, not believing anything that I'm told. Even like the truther shills are shills and controlled, and it's like there's nothing for me to like go by. I just know we're being lied to. They have some good information. I'm subscribed to some of them. I know they're shills, but what is this life? I made a video about that. What is this? I don't know what I'm doing here, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what God wants with me right now. For now, I guess it's just making this type of video, but maybe I need to do something else. I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. And it looks like one of my most evil family member, someone that she used to date, is about to win an Oscar. She's wicked. And washed up. She's never going to be able to gold dig anybody again. Oh man, she caused a lot of damage in my life and doesn't care. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. And she lies about me. She did. She thinks she beat me. She's very anti-Christian, by the way. Well, she acts like she sometimes acts like a little bit. Like, it's weird because she's very anti-Christian, very SJW, very liberal, and then every once in a while she'll start acting like, it's weird. I don't get her. I really don't understand her at all. She's very wicked and very evil. I can't get inside that type of person's mind. I'm just not like that. "38 minutes. Unreal. I don't even feel like I've been talking that long. It's midnight. Wow. Also, I'm trapped in a job I'm not that big of a fan of. I mean, it's doable, I guess, but it's like roofing construction stuff, and we don't have a whole crew. It's just 2 people, so that's another thing. And it's not. It looks like it's not going to last that much longer. So I don't know whether we keep getting jobs. But I don't know what's going to happen with that. Please pray for me. I don't know what's going on, man, with my life. What am I doing here? Trapped in a world I don't want to be in. I made a video about that too. But I'm here, and it's not all bad, but could be worse. Other people have it worse. But there are other people that have found true love, and I know I'm going to, but it's like, it's hard waiting when I'm 30, I'm being 30 and like still not finding it, but I gotta wait on God. I know that. But I know it takes me like having to act upon it too, and meeting her, and I want to do the courtship thing, and I want to date, like act married before. I talked about this already. I want to date her like just like like where we're not acting married and we're not like kissing or cuddling or like living together or going on vacations together. None of that stuff yet. You don't do any of that before you're married. But the society tells us that you're supposed to do all these things like right away. And I don't agree with that. And I have nobody else to compare it to because I'm still a virgin. So it's not like I have the problem of like, oh man, this other woman was so hot, but like she's not as good. Like I have no thoughts like that whatsoever. Never did a 40-minute video. I never even did a 30-minute video before. But it's not about the number of minutes. What is this, man? What is life? Like what am I doing here? I'm 30 in 2022. What do I do? I was born in 1992. So I've been here for that long. Now what? What is this? What's the point of all this, man? Like what do I do while I'm here? I don't want to waste my life. When I'm married, okay, I'm 30 right now. Like I'm going to be marrying somebody and living with them and raising kids with them for like and grandkids. It's going to be like if it goes that direction longer, way longer than I've been alive so far. So I'm only 30. If I stayed married to her, it would be like till I'm a senior citizen, and that's like at least 50 years of marriage. I've been alive for 30 years. So that's how long. Like, my life has barely even started yet. The main things in my life, not dissing any memories I've had with anybody else before, but a lot of the main stuff in my life hasn't even happened yet. And I understand that, but it's just like the waiting is so long. But at the same time, though, I'm kind of like it's weird thinking like I was just 20 not that long ago. That was a decade ago, and that's how long it's going to be until I'm 40. And it's such a weird feeling because I'm thinking like it goes by that it actually does go like it's a while. It goes by fast though. 10 to 20, so much different things happened in my life between 10 and 20 that felt like a long time. But 20 and 30, not as much of a change. Like maybe some, but like it went by faster. So 30 to 40, that's gonna I don't know about that. Like and like I gotta make some type of change that gets me to my future wife before then, or else I'm gonna be 40 and single and a virgin. Not that the virgin parts. I'm not like the rest of the world where I care. Like if I'm like oh you're still a virgin. Like let's so and I'm waiting till marriage and that's it. So I made it this far. I struggled with the porn. I highly regret it. Hated it. Don't ever watch it. Trust me. Don't. Ever, I mean, everyone's like, oh, I've already seen it. I know, but if you haven't, like, if you're one of those rare people that's like, that's great. You're awesome. Don't do it. Stay away from R-rated movies and M-rated video games. That's what I've been doing lately. We'll see. See what happens with these video games. I don't know. Am I gonna have time to play video games in the future? I don't even know what console I'm getting. Kingdom Hearts 4 is not announced platforms yet. And I know I said Final Fantasy IX remake, but what about Avowed? I don't know about it. I'm just naming random games that like we don't know. Project Dragon, like what? I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's not an M-rated game. It probably will be though. I don't know when Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out. That's my most anticipated game. That series is starting to get weird with this afterlife stuff and like oh your light and darkness depends on like your beliefs. I'm like whoa that wasn't a thing in the series before. Man, ranting. I'm saying a lot of stuff here. Maybe it's time to end the video now. It's about to approach 45 minutes. But yeah, it's been nice talking to you. If anyone even sees this. I needed to get that out. I don't know what I'm doing here. Everything went downhill since my childhood, so I don't know what direction it's going in now. I'm gonna get married eventually, but I don't know how to find her. It's in God's hands. I don't know. I don't have the power to like know who it is yet. It happens when it happens. I know I have to try. I get it. I gotta take action. And I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to start. I'm ending it now. Velma, yay!